Have you ever thought about what it truly means to live under grace? It's not just a religious concept, it's a life-changing perspective. Let's pause for a moment and ponder upon this. Living under grace is about acknowledging an extraordinary power, a divine gift that shapes our lives. It's a transformative force that brings about a deeper understanding of who we are and our purpose in this vast universe. Now you might be wondering what exactly this grace is. Well, let's turn to a simple yet profound verse from the book of Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. It says, "For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God." In other words, grace is this incredible gift from God that we receive not because we've earned it, but simply because it has been freely given to us. So living under grace is about acknowledging this divine gift and allowing it to guide our lives. But how does this idea of living under grace translate to our day-to-day life? Let's dive in. Every day presents a new opportunity to experience grace in action. It's the little things, really. The way we respond to the trials and tribulations of life, the attitudes we adopt towards others, and the relationships we cultivate. These are the arenas where grace plays its most significant role. Imagine you're stuck in a traffic jam, late for an important meeting. Instead of succumbing to frustration, you take a deep breath and surrender to the situation. That's grace. It's about accepting the things we can't change and focusing on what we can control, our reactions. Now consider a situation where a friend or a loved one has wronged you. It's easy to hold on to resentment, but living under grace encourages us to forgive, to let go of the bitterness. It's about understanding that everyone, including us, is flawed. And yet, we're all deserving of love and forgiveness. That's grace in our relationships. It's also about our attitudes towards ourselves. We all have moments of self-doubt and weakness. But here's a beautiful assurance from an ancient text, the Bible. In the second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 9, it says, "But he said to me, 'My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness.'" Simplified, this means that even in our weakest moments, we are not alone. The divine support is there, making us stronger. Living under grace is about embracing our imperfections, not as limitations, but as opportunities for growth. We don't have to be perfect. We just need to be open to learning, growing, and improving. It's about realizing that it's okay to stumble and fall, because there's a greater power that's ready to catch us when we do. Therefore, living under grace means accepting our imperfections and trusting that divine assistance is always at hand. It's about living with an attitude of gratitude, forgiveness, and acceptance, knowing that every day is a gift, a chance to experience and share grace with the world. Now that we've seen how grace impacts our daily life, let's see how it changes us in the long run. Grace, as we've explored, is a divine gift that can profoundly shape our lives. But what is it about grace that can make such a significant difference? The transformative power of grace lies in its ability to foster personal growth, peace, and fulfillment. Consider the journey of an acorn into a mighty oak tree. Just like the acorn, we too have the potential to grow into something magnificent. Grace functions like the nurturing soil, the sunlight, and the rain that assist the acorn in its transformation. It helps us to weather the storms of life, to stand tall amidst the winds of adversity, and to flourish with each passing day. In the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 14, it's written, "For sin shall no longer be your master, because you are not under the law, but under grace." This isn't just a religious proclamation, it's a profound life lesson. Living under grace means that we are not controlled by negativity, by our past mistakes, or by our fears. Instead, we're guided by a force of positivity, love, and support. Grace allows us to break free from the chains of negativity. It empowers us to rise above our circumstances, to overcome our obstacles, and to move forward with courage and conviction. It's like a lighthouse guiding us through the darkest nights, leading us safely to the shores of positivity and peace. Living under grace also brings a deep sense of fulfillment. It's the realization that we are loved and cherished beyond measure. It's the understanding that we are guided and supported in our journey. It's the comfort of knowing that we are never alone and that we are always held in the divine embrace of love. In essence, Living under grace is about embracing the divine gift of love, guidance, and support that ultimately leads us to our highest good. It's about growing, flourishing, and transforming into the best version of ourselves. It's about living a life of peace, fulfillment, and joy. It's about becoming the mighty oak tree that we are destined to be. In essence, living under grace is about embracing the divine gift of love, guidance, and support that ultimately leads us to our highest good.